Before I start, a little disclaimer. If you don't like looking at male bodies, you shouldn't watch this, especially underdeveloped male bodies. 3 months ago, I was in a bad place. It's not the worst place I've been in, and my mood fluctuates very quickly and very drastically. But this period was very hard for me. I had let myself go mentally and physically as well. It was a month after I had gotten out of a relationship and my confidence was plummeting. And it's not because of the fact that I was getting over somebody, but mostly due to, how do people say it? Like the voices in my head. That I decided that I should probably work on my physical appearance. And by physical appearance, I mean how my body looks. This is what I used to look like back then. I wasn't very comfortable with my body and the way my ribs flare out, or the excess fat on my stomach, and how thin my arms are. And since I was sort of low on money, I decided to not hit the gym but try calisthenics. And I also started paying attention more to the things that I eat. I saved the photo that I showed you beforehand and decided that I wouldn't look at it for at least 3 months. And now, 3 months later, this is how I look. Of course, in this photo, I was flexing a bit, but I'll show you a photo where I'm not flexing, and you can still tell that the difference is huge between what I used to look like and what I look like now. It's not a monumental difference, but it is a noticeable difference. And this is the best that I have ever looked physically. This is my physical peak up until this point. When I started out, I couldn't do a single pull up or a chin up. I could do maybe like 15 push ups. Nowadays, I feel like I could do push ups for days, and I've gotten up to a max of 11 or 12 chin ups, and I can do pull ups even, and that's monumental for me. But the biggest difference I noticed is in my head. When I started out, I was too ashamed to work out in front of other people because I work out in the outdoor areas. But nowadays, even though I'm surrounded by these big guys who are experienced and know what they're doing and their bodies are much more developed than mine, I don't feel the same fear at all. I feel a lot more disciplined, a lot more daring. I feel like I can get into things that I would never have dreamed of getting into before. You know, things that scare me, that terrified me. And I don't know what my next step is gonna be, but I'll keep doing what I'm doing and I'll keep being disciplined about it because that discipline is what led to the change that I experienced. One interesting thing in all of this is the fact that for the longest time I never actually understood people who work out. I thought it was an ego thing, but the ego is the least important thing in this whole process for me. It helps me sleep better at night, it helps me eat better. I also eat better just because of the fact that I'm working out, and I feel like my workout is being wasted if I don't supplement it with food that's nutritional and good for me. But most of all, I'm less anxious, more confident, and looking forward to seeing where this leads me in the future. And if you're someone who's thinking of starting the same journey, it really doesn't take a lot. My workouts are like 20 to 30 minutes every other day, and it's the most basic stuff you can do at home or at the local gym or outdoor recreational areas. It's just pull ups, push up variations, chin ups, dips, squats, and the basic stuff. And it goes a long way. It really does. We need to stop thinking in terms of black and white. You don't have to work out every day for an hour. You don't have to run 20 miles. It really is true that anything is better than nothing. And if 10 minutes is all you've got, do those 10 minutes. Maybe you're not going to notice the change right now, but in a couple of months, just as I have, you probably will as well.